curse that held him up proved hard to lift, but Yennefer and the Witchers
One thing I hate
managed
is
to
that
do it. The ugliest man alive revealed himself
right
to be
here
not man,
plays
but elf,
non-stop
and an elven
for the
sage at
longest
that.
time.
Avalok,
Story.
for this was his name, was the elven mage who had helped Ciri flee
I
the hunt.
probably should go
Then-
further in the main story just so I can get that done. But I wanted to take care of the DLC because Mortal Kombat 36 and DLC starts at 32, 34. I really want to start Song. But if I do, then I will really out-level the main quest. I've already out-leveled the main quest. I need to look to see if there is a... I mean, you can see here, 22. Way above that, 14 levels above that. Hell, when it got way above it. I need to see if there's a mod that I can, like, manually lower my level. Or maybe I can do what I'm doing now and just using less powerful weapons. Yeah, I can do that. I got rid of the mod that levels up my weapons depending on any weapons that are equipped. So it used to be like, okay, if I have a weapon here that's 31, I could equip it and it would have been leveled up to 36, whatever my level is. And the stats would have been upgraded, you know, as a result of that. It actually looks like a really pretty sword, actually. Love the hilt. It's really nice. I like the samurai cross, you know, the fabric. It's like interesting style. I love that look of that. I love these, that kind of thing. It goes out. Anyways, we do have the Grandmaster Griffin armor now. Not Grandmaster, the Master Crafted. Grandmaster is next. I'm not really sure what level it is. I think I have to do something to get that. We just finished the most difficult boss fight I've had in the game, and it was Olgierd's demon thing in the Painted World. And of course there were 5 of them. And it took a long time for me to learn. You know, don't use my Yrden trap like I normally do. Because it just shocks everybody. If you didn't, there's 5 of them standing there, and 1 was coming at you. But if I put down the Yrden trap, like this, it would start shocking even the guys that were not attacking me, and then they would start all attacking me at one time. And then that's literally impossible to do. I die within like seconds of you guys right there watching. Okay, it's good. Alright. My it's working okay. Alright, so yeah, that was damn difficult. Quite a while to figure out how to beat all that, but it was just some of the best sword fighting I've seen in the game. Trying to dodge every single boss, you know, 5 times. Each one had different styles, different patterns you had to memorize. Most of them had attacks that if they hit you once, 90% of my health, and then 3 of them had a powerful attack that would one-hit you, even with Quina. So, he was like, I couldn't get hit, kind of deal. I hope you guys saw that. If not, check it out. It's in the video section. And it was fun and difficult. But now, talk to Shani. She has to see me. We did go over some of the INI file. I got, if you remember yesterday, I went into here and I was unhappy because for some reason I was getting like 45 frames a second. I can run this game on Ultra with, I was able to run, before I was running on Ultra with all the mods, a solid 60, locked at 60. It was probably much higher than that, but I locked it at 60. They never went below 59. And then I've used i9 mod edits to go higher than Ultra on a lot of things, like grass density, how far the distance, terrain, you know, showed up, LED and things like that. Physics, canceled the in-game anti-aliasing, used to force it to the driver, doing all that, right? And I was still getting 60. But then something changed, and it got down to 45. I don't know what it was, so I said, screw it, I went in here, video, graphics, and I clicked on Ultra, saved it, and guess what? It went to 60, bam. I was like, okay. So I left it for yesterday, but this morning I looked through it, and I got I used Notepad++, and there's a plugin for it called Compare that you can get, and it allowed me to compare the backup settings INI files that I had saved to what I was currently using. So I was able to go through and see line by line what was changed and fix it. So I was able to keep everything Ultra and then go beyond it. So that's why the Hairworks preset says low, because when it's on the Ultra setting, it doesn't. I'm actually above. I'm like right here. When you do that, they go to low for whatever reason. But they're not. They're actually much higher than it. So this all says low when it's not. And you can easily tell if I see the shadow quality is on low. Okay. Look at the shadow, how sharp that is over there by the fire. Okay. No, you see you see any aliasing on the shadows at all? No. So you can tell it's not on low. Yeah, so but I'm glad I did that. It really helped out. So I spent about an hour this morning going through all the old backup INI files, checking the settings, making sure they're correct, and reverting back to the older, a couple of settings that were higher than the Ultra. Anyways, looks good. We're getting 60. Good to go. She come to the pub and came and asked if I would come see her.
Shani?
Oh, Geralt. Good thing you're here.
What happened? Somebody break in?
This? Oh, no. Just getting ready to move.
What? When? Where to?
Not what I wanted to talk to you about. Or at least not only, but... I'm leaving, Geralt. The Eastern Front beckons. I'm Kedwin bound.
Never mentioned you'd be moving. Any intention to either.
I didn't know I would be. Found out this morning. 2 soldiers came to my door, said Redania needs me again.
Couldn't turn him down? Just say no?
Perhaps I could have. But I didn't want to. Treating the ill and wounded, it's my calling. No place I'm needed more than at the front.
Can't you reconsider and stay?
Geralt, what for? The wedding, the time we spent together, it was nice. But you have your life and I have mine. This doesn't make sense long term. You know that as well as I do.
Well, you take care of yourself.
You too, Geralt.
That's all you're gonna say?
So, learn anything about Olgierd?
Well, I abandoned the books quickly. Decided that if I was going to learn the truth, I'd need to find someone who knows it.
Find anyone?
Turned out I didn't need to look far. A colleague at the Academy, an assistant to Professor Permathine Shakeslug, claims Olgierd von Everec met with the professor multiple times. Apparently, Olgierd asked the professor to do some research. Professor got so worked up doing it, he went daffy. Started jealously guarding his notes. Wouldn't even let his assistant look at them.
The professor. Where'll I find him?
Here in Oxenfurt. Cloistered inside his house on Academy grounds. Mage hunters guard his door.
Mage hunters at the door. He under house arrest?
I can't say, really. Some of the faculty think him a traitor. Say he sold out to the hunters for a hefty pouch of gold. The assistant, on the other hand, insists the professor wants him there to protect him. I don't know what from.
What's your guess?
He's certainly useful to them. A specialist in black magic and the occult? Must be a trove of knowledge. If he's really gone off his nutter, I wouldn't be surprised to see them using him.
Need to talk to this professor.
We'll
Maybe
go
he's a little
together.
nutty, but
Redanian guards all over the academy. Doubt you'll get in alone.
Guards have never stopped me. You know that.
Wound these, and I'll have to patch them up. Besides, we might run into a friend. Get inside free and easy.
yeah, I know this guy may be nutty, but if he has the Man of Mirrors after him, you know, his name's Udim. Udim. I can't think of his first name. Gaunter Odin. If he has him after him, he has every right to be a paranoid.
So how are things at the academy these days?
You mean since Radovid shut it down?
I mean, is it well guarded?
Might be all it is. Many of the faculty fled to the far north. The braver ones stayed, but assumed the guises of tailors and laundresses. Why?
Just curious. Scholars seem to have adopted mage tactics. They in the same bind?
To Radovid, there's little difference between the two.
Seems to tolerate you well enough.
Because he needs me. For now.
So the Eastern Front, and then?
Depends where they send me.
Wherever it is, take care of yourself.
Always do. So don't
Usually
worry.
get rid of all the scholars. Yeah, let's get rid of all the intelligent people in the city. That's gonna work out well. Ever need to build a building, fortress, something to keep you safe, defenses? Oh, guess what? You killed them all. I remember this. She talks so ridiculous. She packed up his knee.
Halt! By order of King Radovid, no one's allowed inside the academy.
Not even lecturers?
No one means no one.
See, you've become quite the stickler, Norbert. You were much kinder when I was patching you up. By the way, how's your knee?
Fine. Dandy. As if no arrow ever struck it.
Consider yourself a lucky man. Because if I'd not decided to operate, you'd be a cripple to the end of your days.
Bruno,
Eh?
maybe we ought to let her in. She's a decent lass. Not like to steal nothing.
All right. But alone, which will draw too much attention. I'd rather not get shite from the captain on his account.
Here's what we'll do. I'll go in, then help you sneak in around the back.
How?
Don't know, but I'll figure something out. Usually aren't nearly as many guards on the riverside.
Agreed.
All right, let me in.
They didn't hear you? God, okay, everything does look really good right now. Textures on those. Yeah, I'm glad I did those edits. It really makes a difference. There's slight differences, but it just brings that extra, that little step up. And look at that fire. Yeah. How's it have me going? Why don't you just jump off the gate? I guess I can take a boat. But I have no ball damage, so... I have a feeling we're gonna run into some, yep. There. actually need the boat.
Geralt! Psst! Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Next to you?
Grab the line!
Nice knot.
Where'd you get the rope?
Long story. But we've done well. Professor Shakeslock's house is at the end of this street. Witch hunters guard the door. Doubt I'll be able to sweet-talk them.
Been a huge help already, Shani. Thanks.
It was nothing. Really. You'd have done the same for me. If you wish to see me again before I go, I'll be at home. Packing will take some time yet.
All right. Be seeing you.
Such a cutie. Looks like we're fighting from here on in, right? Looks like you be really careful. I don't mind fighting, to be quite honest. But there's 2 guards who were...
Giving me no choice.
Okay, yeah, there's one.
What the flying fuck is this? Intruder! Get him! Die! Warlock!
Did that really fucking fall like that? That's bad. Oh, we're throwing me.
Killed him!
That's right.
What? Lost your nerve?
Oh, shit.
Die, whore liquor!
Oh! You probably took it from the bell, I'm thinking. Bro. She got... always climbing ladders was fast. I remember there being something better up here. I think this is where we actually leave from. I wish you could see this area more. Like, this whole area is pretty much off limits until this time of the game.
Locked tight. Need another way in. You leave a window open, maybe?
See, subtle hints like that. Torch near the ladder give you an idea where to go. But things like that. Oh, see. And of course, his voice is comments to himself. I already knew where to go. Oh shit. I already knew where to go because but environmental clues like that help out. Come on, girl. Wish you could jump, like grab it halfway, like you can in some games. Girl's not too good on ladders. Can't even like do that slide down thing, you know. So curious. Before I do that. Shit. Lord killed me. I wanted to go up there and grab others, but I didn't realize that that was actually the way in. I thought you had to go up that roof. Yeah, we don't. I think I was actually able to get on top of it at one point. Shit. There. I wish there was like a note actually might be using them going. I'm gonna go ahead and save it here in case I don't like what I do. Oh, and actually, I'll have to replace that soon. But I want to just in case I need it. She who knows. I don't remember reading that. Folks say they were for at first. Mother, she who knows, the lady of the wood, came here from faraway lands since she suffered terribly from loneliness. She made 3 daughters out of dirt and water. Who's the 4th? Mother, she who knows, the lady of the wood. Okay. A long time ago, the mother was sole ruler of all of Velen. The daughters brought her the people's requests and served as her voice. Each spring, sacrifices of grain, animals, and men were made to the lady of the wood on her special night. Yet, as the years passed, the lady of the wood slipped deeper into madness. The madness eventually spread over the land. Men took to abandoning their homes, setting out into the bog, where it became food for beasts. Before long, Velen was drowning in blood. The daughters saw their land nearing destruction and took it upon themselves to save it. When spring came once more, and with it the night of sacrifices, they killed their mother and buried her in the bog. Her blood watered the oak atop ardent serpent. Oh, okay. And from then on, the true grew wholesome and hardy fruit for people. As for the lady's immortal soul, it refused to leave its beloved land, and so the sisters imprisoned it. To this day, it lies trapped beneath the whispering hillock, where it thrashes about with powerless rage. This is what we did, guys. The 3 they're talking about here, those are the crones. Where's 4? Sole ruler of all her daughters brought her the people's request. So the crones served her. The one that I let out of the tree, to save from the tree. Yeah. Each spring. Number 4, the mother, she who knows, the lady of the wood. Now they're called ladies of the woods, what they're called, I think, right? Even from faraway land. Okay, so it says these came from faraway land. Did they come from a faraway land, or did the 4th one make the 3 crones out of dirt and water? But yeah, so I guess that's who we let go. Was the one who had been there first. Well, she was mad, then I understand why they did it. But they're fucked up in the head too themselves, aren't they? I'm glad I got that book. That was really interesting. Can't see anything.
Silver Lamen. Don't know the sigil. Hasn't been used in ages, looks like. Shattered mirror. No sign of impact. Probably not an accident. Shattered by a sound, maybe. Someone look in it and scream.
That would be hard to do.
Julian Alboco's Lesser Key. Tomes about demons. Dusty as they come.
I don't know why this keeps going out. I started doing that earlier. I thought earlier it may have been because I had the other light on at the time, but I don't have it now. It's still doing it.
Franco? Is that you? Leave the bedpan in the usual spot. And take the platter. I shan't be eating today.
Professor Shakeslock?
Who the blazes? How'd you get in? Get out. I know nothing. Don't wish to know anything. Understand? No, no, no. Out!
Yeah, he's gone.
Not gonna hurt you.
That demon sent you. I'm sure of it.
I'm really sorry. Sorry about that, guys.
What demon?
Feigned ignorance. Please, you know. Gaunter O'Dim. Evil incarnate.
He didn't send me, but he is why I'm here. I'm a witcher.
A mutant. Yeah. Could be.
Why are there guards outside your door? You a prisoner?
Protective custody. That's the phrase. Protective. When I cannot decide my own fate, cannot breathe without their permission.
What do they want from you?
You may not be aware, but I'm one of the foremost experts on the occult. Living experts, that is. My mentor was the outstanding Professor Lionel Van...
And you're cooperating with the witch hunters now?
Cooperating? As if I had a choice. They're ignorant, but not enough to ignore what I know about magic, witches, sorceresses, what have you. Knowledge they use for barbaric ends, but that's beyond my control.
Came here because I need information. Think you might be the only man who has it.
A witcher. Then it follows I needn't fear. I'm hardly a post-conjunction creature.
What did Olgierd von Everec want from you?
I curse the day I first set eyes upon the man. He appeared at my doorstep one day, offering a sack of gold were I only to find out who Gaunter O'Dim is and how to get rid of him. I agreed. Such matters are my speciality. And I needed the coin. I pored over countless tomes, delved into obscure incidents and analysed folk legends. I went so far as to travel to Nilfgaard, the library there, where at last I hit upon the mysterious entity's trail. There are records of encounters dating back thousands of years in many cultures under many names, but always as evil incarnate. In this land we call him Gaunter O'Dim, at times Master Mirror or the Man of Glass. In deciphering the ancient scrawlings I went blind, yet I learned a great deal. For example, that he plays with his victims and thrives on pacts above all else. Seemingly harmless contracts which drive their parties to madness.
Know anything else about the man?
Gaunter O'Dim is no man. He is evil. Evil which assumes various forms. Forget about him, or die.
You're alive.
Alive? Yet I live in constant fear, born of what I've learned about him.
What's with the surroundings? These runes, what do they mean?
Can't hurt you.
They protect me. Here, evil cannot touch me.
How do you know?
Told me himself. Paid me a visit once. Fascinating meeting that was. I was blind already, but saw him clearly. He smiled at me. Said he was honoured I'd taken such an interest in him. He wished to thank me. and explained he'd taken a similar interest in me. He drew the circle and said I'd be safe within it. His way of repaying me, you see.
Ever tried to leave it?
If you'd heard how he said it, you'd be as certain as I am what leaving would bring.
Olgierd signed one of these pacts with him?
Brilliant deduction. But have you guessed why? You must know that he came from a wealthy, influential line. He must have, if the family of his betrothed accepted him. Yet did you know his fortune soured? He himself became an outcast, impoverished. Iris's family, a powerful house, could not accept this, would not marry their daughter to a nobody. Olgierd wished to elope. The further away, the better. Yet Iris refused to cut her family ties.
Quite the predicament.
Indeed. Their luck turned yet darker when a wandering witch mentioned a solution. A man who would grant any wish. His name, Master Mirror. The rest follows naturally. Olgierd and O'Dim, a meeting at a crossroads, a wish, a pact signed in blood, and a price to be paid. Olgierd was to sacrifice one he loved. O'Dim delights in difficult choices. He knew Olgierd loved two in this world, his betrothed and his brother, Vladimir. Olgierd chose, and soon thereafter married his beloved Iris, his fortune restored.
So did Olgierd kill his own brother?
No. Deduce, Witcher. O'Dim acts directly or indirectly. Olgierd merely signed the blood letter. The next day, his brother was dead.
Olgierd tell you all that?
He had to. How else was I to diagnose his case?
Make it sound like an illness.
It is worse. Many illnesses are treatable, but play with evil, medicine can be much harder to find.
Why was Olgierd out to get rid of O'Dim? He'd gotten what he wanted.
Had he? His heart had turned cold as ice. His feelings for his wife, for whom he'd sacrificed his brother, had withered. He'd lost all he'd loved. Had he wanted any of this? No. O'Dim grants what you wish, not what you want. All who sign a pact learn the difference and die by it.
All? No way to get rid of him?
Kill him, you mean? Kill evil? No. Yet the annals tell of a man who dissolved his pact by defeating O'Dim at his own game.
Meaning?
O'Dim wields contracts, word traps, duels of wits. Challenge him to such a duel. He'll agree, and can be beaten. But remember, there is only ever one stake. The sole thing he truly desires. Human souls.
O'Dim left a mark on my face. Any way to get it off?
A mark? No mention in the tomes. Strange. Unless it will disappear once your pact is fulfilled.
If I challenge him, end the pact that way, will it go away?
That I do not know. The one man who succeeded bore no mark.
Thanks. Helped me a lot.
Good. Very good. Oh, to feel useful after so many years locked up, living in fear. Why, it's pleasance itself.
Notes and observations. magic world dream created terrifies me. I cannot see it, but I know it is here. I know no name for the sense with which I perceive it. When I near its bounds, strange shivers shoot down my spine. This is not pain, but something that stands my hair on edge like a hedgehog's quivers. A month has passed, and still I stay within their runic circle. Nightmares prey on me more and more. I'm come to furious sleep. I knew not how long I can withstand this. I dreamt I had a daughter. This is strange, for I've never had children, yet one came to me in my sleep. She was no older than 10. She called me daddy and loved me deeply. I could see it in her eyes. The strangest part of all was that I also burned for her with a great eternal love. Yet, can one possibly dream of someone who does not exist? Can one love such a one? I no longer fear sleep. Perhaps Odim has decided to give me peace. I have no desire to change his mind. My dreams of Amelie, I guess we named her. My dreams of Amelie give me great joy. My daughter is good and clever girl. I believe she will grow into a wonderful woman. Shame she exists only in my dreams. Not only do I no longer fear sleep, but now I cannot wait for the moment in which it comes. What a fantastic transformation. If nothing changes, I shall soon try to leave the circle. I know now why I dreamt for weeks of the child I never had. It was his doing. This night my daughter died. She caught a strange illness in which pocked her whole body with hideous oozing sores. She cried, begging me to help. I could do nothing. She died in my arms. I awoke soaked with sweat. I remained a wreck, my mind tattered. 3 months have passed since Amelie's death. My heart still bleeds, and horrifying visions plague my every moment. I'm a blind man who wishes he saw nothing, for utter blindness would be a relief compared to these tormenting visions. I cannot persevere much longer. I have become a deeply unhappy old man. I have now lived with the magic circle for a year. Thoughts of suicide haunt my mind evermore. To me, it is so simple. I need but step outside the rooms. The essence of evil is to cause suffering. There exist many varieties of suffering, from common corporal pain through the rarefied torment of the psyche to deep wounds dealt to the soul. Whence then does evil arise? Does it appear on its own, or does it only spread when conditions are ripe? And finally, the most important question, how can evil be defeated? Most believe evil has always existed, for none remember a time when it did not. Yet is that sufficient proof? I dare to doubt it, for I am a scholar, and the essence of scholarship is to question the hypothesis until they have been rigorously proven. The appearance of evil is closely tied to the existence of good, its opposite antithesis. Good without evil is dimensionless, and therefore imperceptible. Evil, then, is an integral part of our lives. Evil wears many faces and appears in many different forms. One of them wears a skin of flesh. This evil incarnate as man travels the world, sowing death and suffering. Such evil is devious and difficult to discern. We usually only note its presence when it is already too late. In my scholarly wanderings through the myths and legends of a great many cultures, I have come across descriptions of a certain individual which all display a striking similarity. I do not mean in terms of this individual's outer appearance or name, but out of his modus operandi, how he operates pretty much. This evil works through trickery, tempting at first with the offer of something seemingly good. The price one must pay for this object of temptation, however, is enormous and non-refundable. And the promised good often contains horrifying hooks of treacherous traps. Beware, then, of any who promise the impossible, for such can only be delivered through the machinations of evil. Interesting. Alright, here we go. Yeah, I can hit that. Why not? knew he was the devil. Like, that's what I've been calling. And he pretty much is, right? He may not even be a fallen angel. He's just... I like the little hawk.
Greetings.
Greetings.
Wouldn't mind a look at your stock.
Got anything interesting? I had this, but I didn't know it was over leveled. Yes, it is. I don't remember the red one, actually. I need to store some of these
Farewell.
Go take care of these just real quick if we're real close. That's kind of nice. That's Trebuchet? And that is big. That's not a regular Trebuchet. What is it? Oh, you know what? I need to put that thing back. That green soul type thing. definitely a type of sugar shit for sure. Broken though. But it's definitely. It's interesting though, because it doesn't look like it has this like grape bar. It looks like it just, the weight is lifted. Huge weight. Just a little bit. And it uses pulleys, no, not really pulleys, but it makes it stronger by having pivots there. I have it pivots to here, here. It doesn't have to move it for as far. Broadhead, that's the ones you want to use. Anyways, alright. Was there one more? Oh, those two of them together, that's right. You know what? Let's head down there, real quick.
That's it, Roach. Oh! Whoa!
Who are you guys? No guardians out here? Careful, guys. You're close to Redanius, camp there.
Don't let up! He's
How are you not dead?
Fuck!
Blunt crossbow. Good crossbow. Alright. Next one. Oh, that was that right there. I didn't realize it. I didn't know that was there. I was just went the wrong way on accident. Oh, I was heading towards the yellow. That's what it was, probably. Marker. Yeah, you see the glowing green. What is doing that? Like what? That just because no, see, it does fire damage when I have a sword that incorporates that. It doesn't. I don't know what the green is. I don't know. Maybe a Gwen type deal. Looks like the color of Axe, really. Yay, more rain. I'm looking a lot for that guy, but 7 days or something like that. said. You'll kill the Nordlings, they said. You carry the great sun banner to the Dragon Mountain. You'll make the Emperor proud. Sorry, listen, to set me to Velen. If this is what the whole North is like, I swear on all the gods, I don't have a clue why we're even bothering. Nothing but filth and flapping graves. And here, Schwartz haven't seen a single Redanian yet, instead of fighting to get us running errands. He's stupider than last. Now that started to send his plans of chest, bobbles, rob, Nordling, 12 for wagon. He's wanting to swamp for 3 days now. One time he found a whole real boot. Cow skull. What a waste. Spirit. Oh, it's right here. Breastplate, brand, armor. Okay. I like that one. Actually looks pretty good. I like 545 vitality. Damn. Interesting colors. I actually like them. I don't like that one too much. I hate the game. They're like all cloth. I don't like that. What's the point? What are they protecting from? Briars and a briar patch. It's really about all it protects you from. I'm not gonna do stupid sword.
Move it!
Even a dagger or a knife.
Come on.
Get up. Pan Paran.
Aye, Witcher.
Buy in or just...
Show me.
Nothing. Oh, I actually do have something this time. He doesn't have any coin. Are you kidding me? And he doesn't have everything I need either. I can't even sell a freaking bat. Why is it bat? 183. I shouldn't be getting that much for that. For a lesser web. Oh, rubies. Those, I haven't seen those before. Okay, now you get some money. Difference in damage would actually. Oh wait, it is. Why was this saying negative a second ago? Huh. I wonder how much that armor piercing really helps. Oh, another OP request. Regular cross, sell the regular one. I'm gonna keep those glasses and the head, ears, whatever. Oh. Oh, he almost has it. I don't know why. Now he does. Alright.
So long.
He had more than the other ones.
Just another so you see.
I wasn't gonna grab that. I was gonna fight. Hey man, I gave you the place. I could have grabbed it first. You never know about it.
You bold, right boy.
And Medetta.
Alright. Temple. Oh, it's right there. There's not really a faster way to get there.
Faster.
The Emperor shall guide us.
Wow, nice boat actually. Where'd this thing come from? Here's the population this one, like, clears that away. Longboat, huh? Yeah. Keep oars, no. Just sail. One sail, that's all you get. Great fishing ship. Has cargo, I just hit him underwater? Whoa.
Might want to look around some.
This is the correct way to go. He doesn't have it. I think it's this one. Yeah. There's a spider here somewhere. Not. Just had simply 3 ways to go. Remember, there being spiders in here. Not a lot. Big. Just that. Well, we're going there anyways, so.
Hey, ya! Come on now. Hey, ya! Might want to look around some.
Really? Right there? Okay, make it real easy for me. Stop going out. Oh, I remember
Boy,
these guys.
Cleve,
I didn't get this.
your eyes, they shine so in the dark. Thought at first it was the lizard coming.
Thing that attacked. How big
Usually I
was
do
it?
this, quest
Well,
at the
too
beginning of
big
the
to
game.
squeeze in here. It were huge. And those teeth, ugh, we barely escaped.
Wonder if it killed the traders. Poor son's sure had it coming.
Important thing now's
Yeah, you're
to
running
get out
across
of
a
here. Will ye
torn
help,
up wagon
Master
on that
Witcher?
road. That's how you start this normally.
Tell me what happened.
Some traders hired us. To protect them along the high road, they said. Before we knew it, they'd bound us like calves.
Why?
They were kind enough to explain it real precise that we were necessary sacrifice for progress and trade.
So they left us, tied to the wagon, as beast bait. Weren't long before a huge lizard appeared, as if its master had whistled.
Monsters must have learned by now that army supplies travel down this road.
Oi, clever one, the lizard. Cut us off straight away. Left us to crawl in here. Poor Tom Eel didn't make it.
Need to tend to the monster. Doubt I'll have to look far. Wyverns like to herd their prey towards their nests.
We'll wait here. Wouldn't want to get in your way.
Wyvern. Lucky me.
Yeah, this one's actually really easy though. Shit. Damn it. Oh, okay. Which is volume 1. Nice. I actually did not know about this place out here. I've always been right above it. Oh, I know where we are. Part. Not yet. Looks like up top. They're up here.
Draconid nest. Need to destroy it.
That blew up
Wasn't
my face.
them that attacked those people. Gotta be a royal wyvern hiding around here somewhere. More will spawn. Need to destroy the nests.
There we go. Am I gonna be able to loot it?
It's huge. What's the name again?
Royal wyvern. Don't usually come this big.
It's feasted plenty, I reckon. Attacking those travelling the road. What do they call ye, master?
What do they call it?
Geralt of Rivia.
Geralt of Rivia. It'll be a tale to tell the young'uns.
Good size. Wonder if this piece of rod'll get me anything.
Yep, it's already. Alright, since we're right here. Aww. That would be cool if that made the whole thing. Yeah, so this is where we came out, guys, just a minute ago. Remember? Actually, I want to put the other delusion thing still on. I do. Just in case. I don't know if I need it or not.
Strange choice of locale. Guessing there's a reason for it.
Wasn't me who chose it.
I assumed so. But since we're here, I believe you have something for me.
Fulfilled the third wish.
How do I know this to be the rose? Very well might have picked this up at the Oxenfurt market an hour ago.
Look closely at it. Got it from Iris. It was the last thing that bound her to this world.
What?
I think she loved you. Meant this as a token of that love.
She loved me. After all that's passed. Iris, what a mess we made of it all. If I'd only known then how it would end. What's happening? I feel as though a hot iron's pierced my chest.
Sorry to have kept you waiting. So glad to see everyone's made. How do you feel, Von Emmerich? A little less troubled? Lighter in the heart?
Odim, what do you want?
What do you mean, what? Your soul.
You forget. The pact states you can take it only once you've fulfilled 3 wishes, and...
And we stand together on the moon. Well, what do you know?
What? No. We had a pact. The moon is there. There! Not here.
I gave you what you wished for. Here, on the moon, our contract you fulfilled.
Awesome. You cheated me.
Of course you cheat.
I never cheat.
What do you think, man?
Wait.
Do not interfere, Witcher. Remember what I did to the last fool who interrupted me.
You grant wishes, right? Grant mine and release him.
He must repay his debt.
Let him go, and I'll take it on. We'll call it mine.
You wish to give your soul for his?
No, but we can play for them. I lose, you take mine and Olgierd's. But if I win, you release us both.
What do you propose we play? Gwent?
Don't know. Maybe we can bet on a challenge. You know I'm good at accomplishing the impossible. See me do it.
Very well. But we shall do this my way.
What's happening?
You wish to play, so let us play. I shall tell you a riddle. Solve it, and both you and Olgierd will be free.
And if I don't?
Then we'll all 3 go for a wild ride. It's what you proposed, is it not?
The riddle. Let me hear it.
To all things and men I appertain, and yet by some am shunned and disdained. Fondle me and ogle me till you're insane, but no blow can harm me, cause me pain. Children delight in me, elders take fright, fair maids rejoice and spin. Cry and I weep, yawn and I sleep, smile and I shall grin.
What was that supposed to be?
You tell me, what am I?
Didn't quite catch the riddle. Mind repeating it?
To all things and men I appertain, and yet by some am shunned and disdained. Fondle and ogle me till you're insane, but no blow can harm me, cause me pain. Children delight in me, elders take fright, fair maids rejoice and spin. Cry and I weep. Yawn, and I sleep. Smile, and I too shall grin.
You're going down.
We shall see, my friend. You must find me before the sand in the hourglass runs out. Ready? Let's begin.
Think it's a mirror. What is riddle? It's a mirror. Your reflection. That's what the riddle is. Where am I gonna find a mirror in this place?
What is this place?
You like it? Plenty more where it came from. Just remember, you must find me before time runs out.
How you like that silver? Monsters weren't part of the deal.
My world, my rules.
Cry and I weep, yawn and I sleep, smile and I too shall grin. Something that repeats all I do? Maybe an echo? Echo.
No dice. You can't possibly ogle an echo.
Children delight in me, elders take fright, fair maids rejoice and spin, cry and I weep, yawn and I sleep, smile and I too shall grin. Damn it, what are you?
Dude, it's easy. It's hard because you have to remember all of everything, so that gets difficult. But your collection makes sense.
Help! Geralt! Save me! Don't leave me here! Help me!
Shani, hang on, I'm coming.
I can't believe you fell for that.
Do whatever you can to stop it. I know I can get there. I know.
is it about swords that turns men into utter fools when they see one for the taking? Through howling winds, pouring rain, with their life hanging by a thread. Which reminds me, time is running out.
I don't remember getting the sword here.
Children delight in me, elders take fright. Fair maids rejoice and spin. Children and young folk like swings. Could be scary to old folk too. Doesn't fit the other verses though. To all things and men I appertain, and yet by some am shunned and disdained. Fondle and ogle me till you're insane. But no blow can harm
awful.
me, cause me pain.
You're doing
What could that be?
Always give up. As I see it, you will never find.
Mirror. So this is where you're hiding.
Come now. You didn't expect it to be that easy, did you? Point for me!
There was water here once. Maybe there's a way to bring it back.
Shit, I'm not gonna make it. Damn you.
Care to wager on it?
Wait for the start.
The curse that held Uma proved hard to lift, but Yennefer and the Witchers managed to do it. The ugliest man alive revealed himself to be not man, but elf, and an elven sage at that. Avalach, for this was his name, was the elven mage who had helped Ciri flee.
What is this? Nice.
You like it? Plenty more where it came from. Just remember, you must find me before time runs out.
Show me what you got.
What is it about swords that turns men into utter fools when they see one for the take? Through howling winds, pouring rain, with their life hanging by a thread. Which reminds me, time is running out. Oh, awful. You're doing terribly. As I see it, you will never find me.
Mirror. So this is where you're hiding.
Come now. You didn't expect it to be that easy, did you? So you say, yet I wait and wait and nothing.
There was water here once. once. Maybe there's a way to bring it back. Rushing water behind this wall. Break down the wall and the water will rush through here. Gotcha.
Seu cock, tylko glass of water. Szelkonia pomigę, ara, snedy, na amarannej. A sosna falafaszna masz dachsana.
Be gone. You've lost.
They could have done it the first time, huh? Just missed that.
So, any better?
Yeah, thanks. Wine's revived me a bit.
This plonk could revive a corpse. An exquisitely rank vintage. You know what, though? It's good at last to taste something real. So, have at it. Tell me what the blazes just happened. Your brand's gone. Guessing that's a good sign?
First off, you tell me what it's like to have a heart of stone.
It's wonderful at the start. You feel no fear, no angst, but also no concern, no care for anyone, not even those you loved. And gradually, you lose them. Well, you know how it ended.
What about your senses? Taste, smell?
All there. At first, I savoured the world like never before. It was stronger, more clear.
How's that possible?
I did not wish for a heart of stone. That was a mere side effect. I wished to win back Iris's hand and have my fortune restored. And then to live like there was no tomorrow. And thus I lived until I ceased to feel anything at all. What a joy to be done with it. Because I am done, right? Will you tell me what happened?
O'Dim decided to have some fun at my expense. Devised a game I was supposed to lose. Seems he'd forgotten the training you put me through in doing the undoable.
So only to protect myself. In doing so, I put you in harm's way. Forgive me.
Well, don't have to worry about him anymore. You're safe and free.
I thank you. Though I've no notion what to do with this freedom now. Mirror took everything. Everything I loved. All I held dear.
Not true. Got your heart back.
A bitter victory. Now at last I sense how much I've lost. I've a heart again. Yet all it feels is grief, sadness, and defeat. My life is a ruin.
You've handled tougher situations. You'll figure this one out. Got a company of faithful comrades waiting. Got a home, your fortune.
No. I cannot live as I did before.
So what'll you do?
I don't know. But one thing's clear. It's time I took fate into my own hands. Lived life anew. And truly, this time.
Sounds like a plan.
I'll never forget what you did for me, Witcher. I have something for you.
Can't accept this.
You can, and must. This sabre's been in my family for generations. Even when I'd lost all else, it remained at my side. Means a great deal to me.
All the more reason why I can't take it.
Do me the honor. This'll mark the start of my new life. And such a weapon could be right useful to you.
Thank you.
Ow!
Sorry.
You needn't be. I thank you again, Geralt.
Why'd you jerk it?
And good luck on the path.
Good luck to you too.
I didn't know they give you a closing screen at the end of that DLC. I guess a lot of people did play at the end of the game. Why it needs to change those buttons. Yes, I don't know if you guys can even see this, no? You messing with the pencil? So now is the big question. Do we go to the main story and finish it? Oh, we have to do Kira Metz stuff. Kira Metz stuff. I think she's just gonna turn us down. Alright, we'll go do Kira stuff. Do I have to use her boat? I guess so. Alright. This won't take too long.
An amulet, a bazaar.
Bazaars here?
What else you have on them?
Corpse teeth and kidney stones. Tried remedies for trying times.
Corpse teeth, really? sword. It has no special stats. Weapon charges with energy during combat. When its color changes to red, strong attack releases an extra powerful attack at the cost of part of the attacker's vitality. That is interesting. And it gave me the level that I am. Oh, I need to turn my levels to level way too fast. Alright, let's do that real quick. I use Cheat Engine to turn the experience multiplier down. So open, inject into Witcher 3.exe, open the Witcher 3 cheat table. Then I use set experience multiplier. Whenever I enable this though, my CPU use just goes 100% for a few seconds. I'm not sure why. It's weird. And then drop down, open experience multiplier. It's set to 2, but let's put it at 0.2. So normally it'd be 1, but I'm doing 20% of that. So much less. Ooh, venomous sword. Wow, that's a lot of damage. Jeez. Okay, grab that. Anything I can get rid of? One thing, guys, got to keep
So long.
actually sharpen our weapon.
Me man went to see the witch again. She's changed her take, tell you. Something like bodies. Since my husband went to
what?
all he does is sit outside with his teeth. Don't help with that.
Anyone all in God's long road?
Then Jimmy. And if you don't live willingly, rather choose not.
All roach. Alright, well, it's not too far. Sometimes it bugs and call roach button stop working. Seen it before. Pretty part of it, at least. I can double it actually this fast all the time. It's really fast.
Geralt, can you hear me? How close is it? Where are you?
Almost there.
Splendid. I shall contact you again soon.
Wait, this Xenovox. Can I contact you with it, or is it one way?
One way only, I'm afraid. You'll have to trust my feminine intuition.
Your what?
My feminine intuition!
Wonderful.
No one is talking.
Gerald? Are you on the aisle yet? Those syllables work. Do you hear me?
Can't hear. Short-lived this magic.
Jay? There's some interference. You must be very careful.
Really? Damn, cat. Sitting going, I kind of regret helping him out. You know, I felt bad for him that he didn't seem to have a home when it was snowing and stuff. Now he just rips up my meows outside my window non-stop. It's really annoying now. Meow, meow, meow. And he doesn't stop until I let him in. And he comes in, eats food for half a second, which I leave food outside for him, by the way. He won't eat it outside at the door. He has to come in and eat it. And then he wants to go back out immediately. Then he wants to back out, he wants to go back out. Same damn thing.
Let's try Kira's lamp.
Millie, we gotta flee. Quick now. Millie! Millie, what's with ye? I don't know. So hot. Burning. Ah! What? No. No, stay back. Don't leave me.
Wonder what led them here. Hunger or greed.
I thought there was one right there, but
Peasants didn't come here to ask nicely.
no, they did not.
Place is full of rats, as many dead as alive. Think they're feeding on...
Look, Geralt, stop. You needn't be so detailed.
Damn, you're...
Oh, they can hear you. You can't get that.
Where's that noble? Lie. Where's that noble? Lying here, quiet as a mouse, head split open like a rotted pumpkin. More like a peasant now, sloshing around in his own blood and shite. Be nothing noble about him. Too quick a death they gave him. Should have been made to suffer. He's not the end of it. Sons can suffer for it, and the daughter. To the top!
Blood. Many must have died here.
Rich folk. Doubt I'll ever understand them. Keeping rats in cages like rabbits.
Let him out, maybe? Like to die of hunger if we leave him there.
I'd sooner burn the vermin. Releasing him's not like to bring no good. Imagine the harm they'd do if they swam back to the village.
Swam? Rats?
Rats can't swim.
How do you figure they'd do that?
They get to pipes all the time.
You needn't fret for him. Clever little bastards. Clever than you.
They seem sluggish to you. Got the mange, maybe? Oh, and that stench!
Don't start, Annabelle. Back to your craft. Always bending my ear about fool peasants. I'll not hear of them again. That simpleton turned your head, but one Graham hardly makes the rest courtly, one and all.
My lord,
peasants. They're through the door in the tower.
Gold! Piles of it! Oh, won't do the dead any good now, will it? Strange it's still here. The noble died a time ago. Who's that? Show yourself. Anyone there? Who are you?
Kill it with that post.
Have you got to the laboratory at the top of the tower yet?
I'm at the top. Nothing here that looks like a laboratory. Someone dragged something across the floor. Or dragged it from one wall to the other, repeatedly. Looks like a laboratory. Pretty well equipped, too. Experimenting on humans. Never would have gotten away with it if the Conclave were still in charge.
Why did you leave? You claimed to love me. I'm cold. Why has no one come for me? I cannot leave this place. I see no way out. Who are you? Do you seek to hurt me as well?
Who else used that voice? This voice actor. What other characters does she play as? I don't remember.
Don't be afraid. I want to lift the curse that grips this island. Your turn to tell me who you are. The other ghosts, they couldn't see me.
I'm special. Always was. The rare beauty. The Lord's daughter. These lands, as far as the eye can see, were ours. My family and I, we hid in the Major's Tower to await the war's end, the end of hard times. It was not to be forever.
Mage who lived here. Who was he?
Alexander? I hardly knew him. He spent most of his time locked away in this tower. He's dead too, you know. They're all dead. Mountains of corpses, yet I stand here alone, all alone. They've all abandoned me. Even he who promised me everlasting love. You will abandon me as well.
If I can lift the curse, you yourself will be free to leave. Tell me what happened here. Peasants sailed to the island to ask for food. Is that true?
No. They came to rob and kill. They thought us rich, believed we'd stowed ourselves away here to laugh at their misery. Yet we had little food as well. Too little to share with those who came. They slaughtered everyone. I heard my father cry out, but the mage told me not to reveal myself or let anyone in. He gave me a potion. If I was discovered, I was to drink it. He said everything would be all right.
What kind of potion was it? Remember its smell? What it looked like?
I remember only that I feared to drink it.
Didn't trust the mage?
In the village, they claimed he meddled in disease. Not curing it, but causing it. They said he lured rats into the tower, infected them with the Catriona. Only rumors, surely, but I was afraid. So horribly afraid. And then I heard him. My beloved Graham. He called to me. I opened the door for him, but others rushed in. They lunged at me and...
Your beloved failed to save you. Why?
There were too many. Leave her be, he shouted. He grabbed at them, tried to stop them. They just laughed.
Did they hurt you?
They gripped my arms, tore at my dress. I managed to free myself and drink the potion, and then... nothing.
Poisoned? That how you died?
No, for I later awoke. I was alone, it was dark. Only there were rats everywhere. Dozens. Hundreds. And I couldn't move.
Sleeping potion. Effects hadn't worn off yet. You were paralyzed.
They were everywhere. All over me like insects. My face, my hands. I felt them rip open my skin, then crawl into my stomach. They tore me apart, and I could not even scream. Have I not suffered enough? Why can't I leave this place?
Can you talk to the island's other specters?
No, I'm alone here. The others, they flee when they see me. I know not why. You do not fear me, do you?
No. Used to dealing with ghosts. Though, gotta admit, there's something about you. You're different. You weren't the last to die on this island. Found a fresh corpse in the tower.
The island's a dangerous place. Folks should not venture here. I too wish to leave.
The dead man. Looked like a monster had attacked him, recently. The tower home to anything else?
How am I to know? There's lots of wraiths here. I hear them whispering every night.
Not talking about ghosts. A monster who hunts here. You must have noticed something.
I don't know. I've noticed naught. Why do you ask? Why must you press me so? You're to be my savior, not my tormentor.
Touch something that she doesn't want you to know about.
How can I help you?
A curse born of hatred binds me to this place. Only love's power can hope to lift it. But who could love a wraith?
And your beloved, he dead too?
Graham? No, he lives. I would know if he died. But he fled and abandoned me. Left me here all alone.
Maybe you could strip the curse of its power by forgiving him. You might cleanse the isle. Your beloved, who is he? A noble son?
No, a poor fisherman. My father objected, strongly. He did not see us together. I miss him so. Each night I walk to the island shore to gaze upon the village. Does he remember me still?
Said before you can't leave the tower.
Did I? You must have misheard.
I don't think so.
I don't know anymore. It's all a nightmare to me.
As I see it, you're the curse's focus. The other ghosts on the island, their auras aren't nearly as strong as yours. My medallion started pulsating as soon as we started talking.
I don't know what you mean, but you do seem to know some things. You could be right. My fate is tied to the Isle, I feel that. Perhaps because I am heiress of these lands.
It could be your blood ties to the land, the base of the curse, that is. If so, forgiving Graham, laying your resentment to rest, should lift it.
I loved him. I'm prepared to forgive him. But I must know that he regrets what he did. Take my bones to him. He must bury them. This will be our farewell. Will you speak to him? Will you do this for me?
Really sad story, but something's not right. Got a feeling.
What is it?
You're not telling me everything. You know the island's dangerous, but refuse to tell me about the monster that lives here.
There is no monster.
I think you're lying. Question is, why? To protect the beast? Or is it that...
Stop! I will not hear this!
I can't help you. Taking anything off this cursed island, from any cursed place, just too dangerous. And a dead woman's bones, that's asking for trouble.
They said witches are heartless beasts. Will you bring Graham here then? I so long to say goodbye.
Annabelle, listen.
You never wished to help me, and here I have someone would finally take pity on me.
Yeah, do it. Whoa, rats. Die, fucking rat. She didn't hurt me at all, but the rats take me out. It's crazy, right? Whoa. Iron. After all that, out here, fall and die. Iron.
Kept in there until the end. What a shitty way to die.
It really is a shitty way to die. It's horrible. Alright. Plague made him. So you should be at least that much stuff, right? You know?
Show me what you got.
What was that? It sounded for a moment like you joined the wraiths yourself.
Had to fight a pesta.
A pester? And did you learn how to lift the curse before you lunged at her, sword in hand?
Yeah, we talked a bit. Looks like I need to get her beloved to the island. Fisherman named Graham.
I know the man. He lives in Oraton, village on the lakeshore. Find him immediately. We're close to unraveling this. I can feel it.
Last time I had to use the boat to cross. That's just no.
to the hag. Now what is it?
I don't want to see no one.
You've got to. Why you been following me?
Just wondering what you want from him. From Graham.
Me? Didn't want nothing. It's his mother be worried about him. Been locked in his hut since he came back from the Isle. Talks to no soul. Love's misery curdled his brains, I reckon.
Oh!
I want to talk.
You're deaf, damn it! I told you. Who are you?
I've been to the island. I know what happened there.
What do you want of me?
Want to talk to you about Annabelle.
Annabelle? What can you know about her?
I met her. Talked to her.
Annabelle's dead. Drank poison. And I couldn't save her.
Did you love her?
Something mad. Loved her so deep I believed we'd come through, believed we'd be together. Of course, it was not to her father's liking. His daughter and a plain lout.
What happened on Fyke Isle? You gotta tell me.
'Twere Millie, Finch and Faulkner. They rallied the men, all roughs, to go to the Isle, take back what was ours from the noble. They knew I was known at the tower, that the Lord's servants would open the gate for me since I sold them fish.
They forced you to go with them?
No, I saw my chance in it. For Annabelle and me to flee. But it all spun in a chaos. Our boys from the village, they started killing everyone. Annabelle, they wanted to rape. 'Twas then she drank the poison. Mage must have gave it her. I ran out the tower, hollering that I wanted to die, cursing them all to hell. Don't force me to speak of it. No more, please.
Said you were hollering as you fled the tower, the island. What exactly did you say?
I don't remember. I wanted them to pay for what they'd done to her.
Might have cursed them. There's a powerful magic aura on Fyke Isle. Passions, evil intent, strong emotions of any kind can activate it. Your words could be the curse's source.
She took the poison because of them.
It wasn't poison. Annabelle drank a strong sleeping potion. Mage wanted to protect her, make it look like she was dead. Convinced everyone.
But that means... is she... You said you spoke to her?
Spoke to her ghost. By the time she awoke, tower was full of cold corpses. And rats. She was warm meat. Rats ate her alive.
You mean... she was alive the whole time? But... can't be. She was cold, all...
It's not your fault. No guilt in not knowing, and you couldn't know it wasn't poison she drank.
Gods, what have I done? If I had stayed behind to bury her, I didn't notice she was alive. It might have ended different, ended well.
If you'd stayed on the island, I doubt you'd have survived.
I'd take death over leaving her to the rats like that. But there's naught I can do about it now.
Wrong on that count. Annabelle needs you. You can help her.
She's still there. In the tower. Can I see her?
Yeah. One thing you should know, though. In death, Annabelle turned into a pesta.
A pester? What's that?
More than a restless ghost. A plague maiden. A powerful wraith filled with grief and hatred that drive her. Give her the power to sow disease and death.
She suffers. How am I to help her? Gods know I'm willing.
Annabelle thinks you abandoned her.
Gods! She hates me. And all this time she's thought I ran, abandoned her.
Yes, go to the tower, talk to her. Maybe you can convince her that's not how it was.
I thought she died. I'd never left her there otherwise.
A curse has imprisoned Annabelle and the other spirits on the island. Love can shatter its power, free her and them.
Just as in the legends.
If you know the legends, you know one kiss is enough to break an evil spell. On one condition. That it's a kiss from someone whose love is true.
I told you. I said I love her with all my heart. Take me to her, please.
It's dangerous. There are risks involved. Understand that, don't you?
Of course. I'm no coward. I'll not run this time.
Nothing. Let's go.
I'm ready.
Let's go to the tower.
Yeah. Well.
Last I came through here, I still hoped Annabelle and me weren't impossible. We could have been together, and now she's dead, and it's my fault. If only I'd been able to protect her.
Yeah, well, we have a bunch of guys like that. Sword.
You have not forgotten. You've returned for me.
Is that?
Don't you recognize her? It's me, Annabelle. The one you abandoned, remember?
I was sure you was dead. If I'd known otherwise, I'd never have left you. I'd do anything for you. I would. You know that well. Believe me, I beg you.
Prove it. Kiss me.
Graham, careful.
At last.
The curse is lifted, and Graham and Annabelle are reunited.
I wish she had a post at her place.
Let's go!
It is that show. Why didn't that show up? Oh, maybe it was just it.
Geralt, just when I was starting to miss you.
Tell me more about this mage from the Isle. Were you two close?
Never expected you'd take such an interest in my private life.
More interested to know if you bonded as fellow magic practitioners.
Well, we had little in common in that arena. Oh, Alexander was one of those anxious experimenters, forever short on sleep. The kind that thinks perfect happiness is an isolated tower and a full set of vials and alembics.
Why'd you want the lamp?
You just witnessed why.
Didn't know you were interested in...
There's nothing wrong with it. We traded for it. He needed powerful magic and sensed I was no common... I brewed him a potion. To delay nervous tissue degeneration, stave off memory loss or some such.
Who'd he want to use it on?
He didn't say.
Any news of your sisters from...
None. We can't know to...
Even tried to contact...
I've wanted to...
Fyke Isle's free of its curse.
Able to persuade Graham to go to the tower with you? Did you mention there was a pester involved?
He knew the risks, but he'd also heard lots of stories about true love, whose kiss can break any spell. Can't help thinking that gave him courage.
And? It ended well?
Depends how you look at it. Curse is lifted, Annabelle's spirit is left in peace. But Graham's dead.
Oh, poor boy. Still, he's proved that true love may be more common than some suppose.
One thing's bothering me.
What?
Annabelle said Alexander was studying diseases. She mentioned Catriona. You knew this?
All the mages knew about it. Alexander was a highly regarded epidemiologist. I would have given anything for an opportunity to study his notes, but he guarded them jealously.
The lamp. What do you want to do with it?
As I said, you may keep it. I don't believe I shall need it anymore, given the Isle's been cleansed. I actually regret not going there with you. Perhaps we can make up for that lost time now.
All right. Time I was on my way.
Perhaps you'd stay just a bit longer? There's one small favor you might yet do for me.
What is it?
I put in an order for a few substances from Novigrad. The trader was due to be here yesterday, but has yet to arrive. Could you see what happened? The package is rather important to me.
Why not? If he was coming here from Novigrad, he must have passed through Blackbow. I'll check the area.
Thank you.
Have to do this to really get her help as well.
Ask a service of the Witcher, the Pella must. A witcherly service, that's to say.
What do you need? Tell me.
A man who fears no evil the Pella needs. Forefathers' Eve is nigh. We've rites to conduct. Wandering souls to emerge. Damned souls, too. We've the circle to protect from these wretches.
Why hold the ritual at all?
At times men die choking with regret. At times death takes them before they've tasted any bitterness in life. These poor souls, unfulfilled, cannot leave this vale of tears. Their spirits wander midst the living, must be judged, sent on their way. This we do on Forefathers' Eve.
What'll I get out of it?
Witches do naught for free, this the Pella knows. Not to fear. How to reward one for their aid, this too the Pella knows.
Seems like you could use a witcher, so yeah, I'll help.
You'd not refuse, the Pella knew. The time's come to gather the folk. Across the lake we must journey, to Fyke Isle. There in the circle of stones we shall meet.
The sooner we resolve this, the better. Best do it tonight, at midnight.
Alright, so that's gonna be... where? Oh, Fyke Isle. Alright, what was the other one she needed? Oh, it's just right there. Yeah, let's go grab that.
Give us a rest.
Why do you have wingers?
Give us a rest.
Run, Roach. Wide, heavy wheels. The merchant's wagon.
Well, it would have been coming this way, wouldn't it? Yeah.
off the road at high speed. Doesn't bode well. Yeah, merchant traveling across Velen alone. No way that was gonna end well. Leftovers, cuts of meat, cataplepis. Wonder what spell requires that. Package still intact. Human. Don't sense anything magic though. Before. Wonder how Kira may explain this one. Hid and waited for help. It never came. That's Velen for you.
Thank ye, master. You saved my life. If you ever come through Claywich, you give us a holler. I'll shave ye and shear ye for free. Thank ye, master. You saved my life. You ever come through Claywich, you give us a holler. I'll shave ye and shear ye for free.
Just when
Got those, substances you wanted?
Splendid. I can finally begin my study of double arboreal racination patterns. But first, I'll...
Brew yourself a mug of mulled wine? Saw what the wagon was carrying. Exquisite meats, expensive wines, Zerrikanian spices. Not a speck of magic. Care to tell me what you're up to?
I would rather show you. But you must wait a bit.
Color me intrigued. Fine, I'll wait.
Then shoo, outside.
Gonna slip into something more comfortable?
Later. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Well, go on, out. You've been patient, thank you. It's almost ready.
Huh? If I wanted to see white mice, I'd just get drunk.
Note that I said almost. Now don't interrupt.
Kane Vin Faithful.
mouse. What happened to it?
The spell has a 66.67% chance of success. I always use one more than I need, just in case.
So where did... Kira, can I explain what's going on here?
Know the fairy tale about Cinderella?
Mm-hmm. True story it's based on, too. A Zoogle cropped up in a palace pond and ate Princess Cinderella whole. Left behind one slipper, so...
I beg you, not another word about Zoogles. Now, to return to the fairy tale, I'd like to escape these ghastly swamps for one magical night. I don't need a fairy godmother, I'll cast the spells myself. But I could use a Prince Charming. It just so happens you're the only decent candidate in all Vellum. So, what do you say to a moonlight ride on horseback? And dinner?
Sounds tempting. So tempting, I don't think I can refuse.
Before we go, there's one more thing.
Gotta transform a pumpkin into a carriage?
No. I shall transform our rancid rags into something more glamorous. Don't wince. It'll only be an illusion, won't hurt a bit. And at dawn, everything will return to normal.
Why not? Might as well go all out.
Then hold on tight. Gavella Glan. So, what do you think? Neckline too modest?
It's just right.
Oh, I might also have changed your hair colour while I was at it. I've always fancied dark-haired men. Oh well, any port in a storm. Well, off we go. Dinner's waiting. Last one there does the dishes.
Check dishes.
Faster.
Make way.
Whoa, Cinderella. We'll have a great fall.
I thought you were a better horseman.
For the record, I was riding a mouse.
For someone who usually trots around on a roach, that shouldn't present a challenge. Now do you see why I needed those substances?
Beef and cinnamon and cloves, roasted capon with shallots. It was worth the trouble.
Shall I pour the white or the...
Dry red, but let it breathe a little first.
Well, well, never took you for a wine connoisseur.
Think witchers suck the marrow out of drowner bones and wash it down with puddle water?
More or less. Well, we've chatted long enough on empty stomachs. Let's dig in.
Must have cost you a small fortune. Sure you don't need me to pitch in?
Please, I manage. You know, a dozen eggs here, a cock or gander there. Besides, my finances are about to improve.
How, if you don't mind my asking? I mean, you'd think the only work to be had in Velen would be in farming.
Very true. So, I've two options. I can either start cultivating turnips or leave. But that's not what I wish to discuss. Thank you once again, Geralt, for your help with the tower. You were fabulous.
Not the first curse I've lifted.
But among the most difficult, correct? What happened on that island? Why, I shiver at the thought. And the laboratory. I sincerely hope you burnt everything. The cages, the corpses, the papers.
Didn't destroy that workshop, if that's what you're asking. Didn't see any reason to.
If Alexander's findings were to fall into the wrong hands. Although, Fyke Isle has a terrible reputation. None even dare go there. Perhaps there's nothing to worry about. I'm sorry. Such a gloomy subject to broach. I simply shouldn't have, not during our romantic dinner.
Romantic? Thought we came here as friends.
Friends. With benefits. So?
Yeah, last time I slept with her, so...
Sorry, there's someone else.
So what? Oh, Geralt. You're so old-fashioned. Will you at least lie down and gaze at the stars with me?
Why not?
Guess it didn't matter with the other girl, though.
Know what they call that constellation in Zerrikania?
Dragon something, I bet.
No, it has a different name. But indecent, actually. Lean closer and I'll whisper it in your ear. Egfain Nave.
Kira? Where? Put me to sleep with a spell. Means she's up to something. Fyke Isle. The tower.
Has she simply not asked me to go to have dinner with me? I would never have known what she was wanting to do. Just spoiler, guys. I can actually kill security.
A light. Top floor of the tower.
I tried to save it. 2 seconds too late.
So, found what you were looking for?
Yes, thanks for asking. How are you feeling? Sleep well?
You used me.
Oh, please. I merely seized an opportunity.
If I'd known you just wanted Alexander's notes, I'd never have helped you lift the curse from Fyke Isle.
All right. Perhaps I wasn't completely honest. Didn't quite toe the line. But I knew you'd manage. You're so manly and all.
Oh, God. Really?
Geralty poo. Wipe that frown off your face, or I might think you don't like me anymore.
If I say I don't like to play serpents, we actually get in a fight and end up killing her. So, I would have said this, though.
Didn't come here to play games. I want to know what you're up to.
Naturally, you suspect me of the worst. I don't deserve that.
Really.
My intentions are pure.
Yeah, let's
like
sell
a virgin's
biological weapons
tears.
to the enemy. Good idea.
Alexander was studying the Catriona plague. I'll use his notes to produce medication, perhaps a cure, or at least a vaccine.
Strictly humanitarian motivations, is that it?
No, strictly selfish ones. The mighty would pay willingly for such a remedy. Can you imagine how much? Take Radovid, for instance. Why, he might even consider forgetting my past associations with the Lodge.
Radovid doesn't forget, and Radovid doesn't forgive, especially when it comes to sorceresses.
He'll make an exception for me. He'll have to.
I have something he wants.
Please, you don't believe that.
Well, you believe Yennefer will stop treating you like a dog someday. Don't see me laughing. I'm going to see Radovid. Tell him of this research, whether you like it or not.
Kira, I won't let you do this. We can't allow this research to fall into the wrong hands, and Radovids are as wrong as they come.
I'll not give you these notes. I'll not give you anything.
Please, don't make me.
Shut up and draw your sword.
Okay, well, we'll kill her and then we'll, Oh my god, 2 hits?
The curse that held him up proved hard to lift, but Yennefer and the Witchers managed to do it. The ugliest man alive revealed himself to be not man, but elf, and an elven sage at that. Avalok, for this was his name,
that money
was the elf.
is worth my life.
So,
Yes. Geralt.
Didn't.
Nah. Alexander. No. The might. He'll make. Well, I'm go.
This is suicide, Kira. You'll wind up tied to a stake, burned to bolster the morals of the masses while entertaining them.
Shut up for a moment and look at me. See this? Bedbugs, Geralt. Bloody bedbugs. I, Kira Metz, advisor to Foltest and member of the Lodge of Sorceresses, have bedbugs. Think what you will, but I'll not stay in this bloody swamp one day more. Not one day. I shall cross the Pontar, and that means Radovid's men will find me sooner or later. Don't you understand? I don't have a choice. I will have to parley.
Got another option. Go to Kaer Morhen.
You believe I'd be safe there?
No, the opposite. When I get there with Ciri, I expect we'll have to battle the Wild Hunt.
Unbelievable. Have you even been listening to me?
Closer than you think. You're not looking for safety. You want your dignity back. You want to be Kira Metz, sorceress of the Lodge, not some healer from the swamps who reeks of manure. Giving you an opportunity Radovid won't give you. Go to Kaer Morhen. Show everyone what you're made of.
Yennefer was right. You do have some notion of what women want, how they think.
Yeah, kinda. So before I go, I'll need you to hand me those notes.
All right, take them already. Farewell, Geralt. Or rather, see you soon.
Okay, that way, she helps. That way, I'll talk to her. She's taking care of it. Just go have Geeky turn me down so I can save his thing. Oh, actually, while we're here.
I'll be back.
When we go through this, guys, I'm gonna be right back.
What is this life? Well, you know.
Sorry about that, guys.
Didn't
realize I actually have
What comes
but
next,
it's
once
still
life
10, I gotta
subsides?
do a few
Man,
things.
his own fate
So I
decides.
appreciate you guys hanging around. We got quite a lot done, actually. And I'm gonna take care of some things, get some food. In a few hours, we'll be back. We'll play some more. We'll take care of this right here, and then we have to go to Dijkstra. He'll turn us down immediately, so it'll take 2 seconds, and then we go to Skellige. After that, we go to Kaer Morhen, pretty much, and fight the Wild Hunt. We'll take care of that at the end of the main storyline, I think, pretty much. So we'll do that's actually really good. The ending is actually really good, and I don't really remember it. So that'll be nice. Anyways, guys, appreciate you guys hanging around. We'll see you guys in a little while. Take care.
Soon will rise thy